and welcome to my platform today. Um, I'm here. I came because, as I say, I was feeling some type of way. And it's a new thing, it's a new day, and new things are happening. And so I want to welcome you all to my live chat. Come right on in, and we can talk this thing through. We can answer or solve any situation or circumstance or problem that you might have, just by talking about it. Sometimes those kind of things help solve your problem. Until you might need to elevate to a higher level, then you can move forward to paying your other professionals. You see what I'm saying? But this is just a general and basic conversation that we're having today. We're just talking and finding out what your needs are, what my needs are, and we can talk about it. So I came today because I was feeling some type of way. Yes, I was feeling some type of way. Sure I am. I'm going to take care of that. I read that little notation there. But I was feeling some type of way. And I came because here on the platform, because I find out that you all are very helpful. That I can come and I can talk myself through what I'm going through or what it actually is. I mean, if you got a situation, you can talk about it. You know what I mean? We don't have all the answers. And matter of fact, we don't even have all the problems. How about that? We don't have all the problems. But the ones that we do have, we want to know how to work those issues out, by talking to them. I have had that situation or that circumstance, and you say, well, what did you do in that instant? What did how did you work it out? How did you wait it out? How did you pray it out? How did you talk it out? Who did you tell? Who did you go to speak about what is your situation? Well, many times I start off with prayers. I pray about it first of all, whatever the situation is, and then I'll start saying, maybe somebody else got the same issue going on. We can all see what we can put into a circumstance. So I'm here today, and I'm just basically talking, about first of all, I had a problem with my earrings. I didn't want these. I didn't want the black ones on. I wanted the silver, the same as my necklace. See, just little minor, little irritating things. You wanna jazz yourself up. You want to look, cute. You don't. I don't want to just come out here and just. I want to be much more presentable and say, come on in here, let's talk about it, whatever it is. And then you say, well, you know what, I can probably talk to you. What I mean, you look like you might have it all together, or you might have it all together. So that's what I came just to sit and talk. I'm a chatter. I'm a chatter. I'm a chatter. I want to talk about it. I talk things out. I talk things through. You know what I mean? And that's how I get some things done. Now these glasses, see, I got these glasses just a couple of months back, and I tell you, you know what? You would think these glasses, they are prescribed. These glasses are prescribed, but they didn't fix them right. They really didn't. They did not fix my glasses right, and I might need to tell them. But I'm up for another pair of glasses. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take these on back in. Come on in. I am Brenda, and welcome to my platform. Um, I'm here chatting, talking it out, whatever the issues are with me, with you. You just want to talk about it. You just want to stop in and say hello. How are you? You can come on in. Sometimes speaking is good. I spoke about just saying hello to someone. As you come through. Somebody's speaking now. Let's put these glasses on. I can see better with these. Okay, let's see here. Hi, Stephen, Stephanie. Hi, how you doing today, Stephanie? Okay. Let's see here. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. And so, Stephanie, you're here today. Uh, 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 and it's about almost going towards 1 o'clock. And you just stop in to say hello. Hi to you, right back at you, Stephanie. And so, let's see here. We got someone else. Thank you. Someone spoke about my makeup. Let me tell you something. I try to come here much more now than ever made up than not made up. You see what I'm saying? Because when all said and done in the run of a day, at the end of the day, I'm taking all this stuff out and I'm chilling, I'm relaxing. You see what I'm saying? But I think it makes make me feel good, and I think by you watching me, it makes you feel good to see something beautiful, to see something made up, see something dolled up. And you know what I say? Hey, you can doll yourself up during the day, but sometimes people at home they want to chill. I take off all this stuff and let's throw my feet up on the sofa and just chill out and relax. But I'm having to come to the platform, and I want to be much more presentable to my subscribers and my fans. I want to look the part. I want to play the part. I just want to look dolled up. It makes me feel good because you know me. I was feeling some type of way before I got here, and so but when I made myself up and I dressed up, I felt pretty good. I felt like Sunday morning. Yeah, I felt like Sunday morning. I felt good about it. But I'm glad you came today. I'm glad you stopped in just to say hello. And thank you for that compliment. I thank you so much for it. And so, but really, I'm just chit chatting. I felt some type of way, uh, I view things in a different type of light, in a different type of way. I believe that I'm just the type of person generally, just like the chit chat. I'm 71 years old. I am retired. I enjoy my retirement. Look, when you have to work, I'm not knocking anyone that has to go to work. You have to work and you have to make your living. You have to do the things in life for yourself and your family that you have to do. Even if you do not have a family, you have to do things for yourself. And it's even a blessing if you have a family. You see what I'm saying? To take care of your family, do what you have to do. But today, if you off, come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here and chit chat with me. I used to have days off because I worked 22 plus years. I was in the healthcare industry, but now I'm in the YouTube business, a creator, content creator, and I'm trying to do various things. Like they say, hey, we want you to talk. We want you to get up out of yourself. We want you to speak now. And so now they done got me started talking, and hey, I can't stop. I can't stop talking. I'm just a chit chatter, but I enjoy talking, and I don't. I'm going to say it like this here. I don't have to state this here, but I'm not licensed in those various areas of ministry. I'm an individual that prays myself, and I can pray with others. The word speaks about if two or three is gathered in my name, He's there in the midst. I know that too, and we can pray. I'm not saying that I'm a minister or a prophet. I can teach more than I can preach or prophesy, you see. And so I can speak to an audience, and the thing is to say nice things, good things, because we all going through something. Hello, somebody's is talking to me. This is got a big X up there. Hello, hello. How are you? Hi. How are you? And so come on in. I welcome you. Every time I see someone, I just have to say, come on in. You're welcome to sit. I'm just a chit chatter. I'm just chattering and I'm just talking. Just basic conversation. Sometimes it's just good just to have a conversation. Because I enjoy, like being with my family, sitting around the dinner table, talking and eating and just talking, just, hey, what's going on in the world today? I don't want to get that deep. That's a deep conversation, but there's basic conversations that we do have on a daily that it's just good for you, to be sociable with one another and to speak. Hey, in my household, we speak. Hey, we want to know how are you doing? How are you feeling? Yes. Let's see. Let's see. Oh no, I never was there. I would love to go to Disneyland. I would love to go one day and take my grandkids. I have two. Well, the two that are with me, they are a boy and a girl, one 16 and one 18. No, I have never met you there at Disney. I have never been to Disneyland. Never, ever. I wish to go. Out of all the years that I worked and everything, I never been to Disneyland. Hey, that might be on my list, my bucket list to go to Disneyland. Who knows? But anyway, I'm welcoming you all to come on in and to have a seat and we can talk. And that was a very good compliment, saying they think they met me at Disneyland because I have high energy. I'm hyperactive. I'm hypersensitive, or um, I have what they call that, hypertension. I have hypertension in a good way. You know what I'm saying? And so, uh, nope, I have never been to Disneyland. I would love to go. I would love to go. But in the meantime, I have to perform right here on my platform. I have to perform right here so that one day, who knows? I'm 71 years old. I love telling my age because it's a blessing, because through the years that I worked and did what I had to do, and let me tell you another thing. I ripped and I ran and I had to do this, I had to perform that, and I had to be on time for this. Hey, I'm just simply talking to you how life goes. I'm up and about. Even now, I get up about 4:30 now. And back in the day, I got up about 5 o'clock, getting dressed, getting ready to get on out there to make things happen for that day. Okay, so now I'm retired. I am simply retired. Yes, I am. And I'm excited about that. I am glad that I'm retired. And so, I am not knocking anyone that's working. You have to work. And at times I stop and I think and I start contemplating, hey, you know what? It would be nice to go, to do a little something throughout the day. But then my day is filled with family. I'm cooking. I'm washing. Hey, I'm talking on the phone. There's others calling me on the phone, and just throughout. Hey, and I take me a nap in the day, and I'm just various things throughout. My day is complete. I have a complete day. I am and I draw, and so I have my own activities. I have my own hobbies of what I do through the day. So I am simply not bored. Okay, I am not bored at all. Okay, it's just I come up with some ideas, things that I might want to do, and then I sit back and I stop. I stop and I think. I said, well, I don't know if I want to do that. That sounds like work to me. But I want to let you know that I don't knock anyone who's having to go to work. I worked 22 plus years. On record, I think it's up to about 30 years. I worked and I worked. And I have always worked in the healthcare industry. Now I'm a content creator. I'm a YouTuber. I create content. I draw. I come here to the platform and I speak and I talk. And on any issue that you want to talk about. I don't want to get too deep, but I have things in my life that I have encountered, I have worked through, I have gotten through. I use the word of God with my life that I perform with situations and circumstances in my life. In my life, I go to the word of God to get answers. He's the head of my household, even though I'm the head of the household. I lost my former spouse about 6 years ago, and life goes on though. Like I lost my daughter 6 years ago. Life goes on though. You have to carry on. You have to get with God. You have to pray. I was going through something, and my doctor seen some things that I was going through, and she wanted to assist. But what I told her, I said, wait a minute. I want to speak to somebody, a larger audience of what I'm going through. Maybe somebody can convey to me, can tell me what they've gone through in a situation like that. Losing a family member, which was my daughter, losing someone you love. What do you do? How long do you perhaps grieve? I heard someone say, grieve as long as it takes you to come through that thing, and it wasn't. I don't have the pinpoint of how long it was, but it didn't take too long. When I come here, I talk to you all about various issues or tell you all how I feel, and I'm feeling fine. I begin to feel fine. And I'm gonna tell you, I get a little nervous when I have to come to the platform. I get a little nervous, but because sometimes I have a set topic I want to talk about. And sometimes I don't. Like today, I'm just chit chatting. I'm just talking. But if you go back and check out some of my clips, you'll see where I've spoken on various issues and various things that was coming across in my life, and I wanted to talk about it. And I did a little research on a subject matter, and I'm saying, are y'all doing that out there? When y'all come across an issue or whatever in your life, do you research a situation with yourself? Or I mean, we know if we got some healthcare issues, we gonna go to a doctor. You know, but if we stop and think and we said like, okay, what it takes to do this or what it takes to do that, you know, do we do research? Do we search it out ourselves, or we just say, forget about it? You know, I'm a person that I will look into something and see what is it. What is it that is what is it all about? I'm always writing. I try to write. I'm 71 years old, and I try to stay focused and I try to stay alert. You know what I'm saying? And so we got technology going on, and I'm gonna tell you a secret, and it really ain't no secret. I'm kind of appreciating technology. People. Wait a minute now. Is something going on in that area? It's actually in the news. These people ain't liking these robots taking their gig. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm just simply saying the job that I'm performing on the platform and the things that I have to perform, being a creator, I create things. And what I did find out, if you are an artist, you can mess up, but you can correct those. You can correct those mess ups. So I'm learning. My grandson, he's an artist, and he draws to perfection. My his sister is coming along. She's an artist. She enjoyed drawing, and lately I've been hearing they've uh, been on the keyboard making sounds and uttering sounds. So they trying to get their little lives together, and I said, well, that's good. I gotten them some keyboards where I knew that they were gonna like they were into those kind of things, and so my my granddaughter ain't picked up her violin since she got it. Well, when she got it, she started breaking the strings on it. The strings on a violin is very easy to break. Yeah, and she broke the string. And I said, "Well, wait a minute, how this gonna work?" And so after that, she started breaking them. She put it down. She seen how easy the strings were to break on a violin, and so she just put it absolutely down. But for me, I do some drawing, I do some artwork, and I want to draw me a beautiful picture. I got all kinds of colors coming through my mind, and I can see the vision of what I want to draw. And so I will be doing that later on. Things, my artwork. Hey, there's no secret about art. They want me to come out here and start drawing for you all. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not sure about that, because why I say that is because when I mess up, I can correct it. So you want to see my mess ups and my corrections that I do right in front of you? I don't know. I like to, and another thing I love to do in this near, because I like to draw a great big old picture, like on the walls. But where I'm living now, these walls don't belong to me. I'm in an apartment and I can draw on the walls the way I want, you know what I mean? But I love drawing on the walls. I think that when I get opportunity to draw on a wall, I'm gonna draw a waterfall. I want to see that water come over the cliff or the big rocks, and I want to see all that water come on down. And so I like that to see the blue, and then when it falls and lands in the river or the lake, it looks so beautiful. So these are things that. Oh, okay, cool. So these are the things that I enjoy doing, and I came here today because I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk. And so what I did get upset about is my earrings. I wanted not the black ones here. I wanted to be the silver tone like my necklace. And so I said, well, wait a minute. While I'm looking for these earrings, I could be talking to my audience. Just I'm just chit chatting. You know what I'm saying? And so if you have an issue, something you want to talk about, type it on the screen. We can talk about it. You know. I have had experience in various areas, but if when you get that deep, I mean, we can keep it. We're gonna keep it kosher. We're gonna keep it kosher. We're not gonna go too advanced. It might be that how you pray. You might wanna hey, how you start off praying. You know, various things that you might be wondering, or you just might just want me to talk. Okay, yeah, well, who knows? So the uh, question is, uh, I'm gonna try to form this question. Uh, soda pop, soda, or Coke? I, I was asked the question, so I want to relate the question to you. Soda, pop, soda, or Coke? But let me tell you something about Coke. Let me tell you how good Coke is. Coke can actually use to if your sugar is low. See, I'm not gonna get too deep with you, because I'm not in that area of this medical. But I know that when your sugar drop, a Coke will bring it back up, bring your sugar level back up. Okay, and if you just enjoy drinking a pop or a soda, hey, do so. But just know the difference in the Coke. A Coke is a little different from your pops and your sodas. You know what I'm saying? And they're all good. And so I I drink that for that reason. Now I'm gonna tell you something about a Coke. I drink a Coke when I'm eating barbecue. I want me a nice Coke when I'm eating barbecue. Okay. Now, for a soft tone soda, orange and strawberry, and don't you mention Big Red, because a Big Red belongs all to me by itself. So I love various sodas. Now, pop go to Weasel. Pop go to Weasel. If you just like a pop, hey, pop go to Weasel. I mean, hey, they got all kinds of drinks and stuff of that. But I really like uh my family like what? Root beer soda. They like Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is pretty nice and mild. But I don't know. I like Cokes for barbecue. I like soft tone sodas like Coke, strawberry, and don't mention Big Red. Big Red is a favorite too of mine. So, hey, type on that down. What kind of soda you like? What you like? you know, and then if there's no other type of beverage like that, water, H2O, or always do now H2O, it'll revive you. Drink. Matter of fact, drink you plenty of water this summer. It's a nice day. For a couple of days, we've been having a lot of rain here, and so but I've been staying hydrated with a lot of water that I drink. But let me remind you all to to comment on anything that I'm speaking about, or any of my viewings or videos. You can comment on them. You can thumb me up. You can share them with others. You can and put on your notification that when I'm on live, you know when I'm coming. So, but I'm just here basically. Me myself, I'm a chit chatter, and I'm an encourager. I will encourage you, whatever you're doing, to do it. But whatever you do, learn to do it well. I found that out. I found that out biblically. The Word of God says, learn to do well. Whatever you do, and hey, whatever you learn to do, learn it to do it well. And so that's a good setup there. That's a good foundation. That while you're learning, you learn to do well. I learned that. I learned to do well in whatever I'm doing. In a lot of writing, I do a lot of writing, and I want to get back to reading. It's just that I don't think I can find the time right now to do heavy reading of a novel right now. Okay, but as I was saying, that the various drinks, about your sodas, and your soda, your soda pop, your sodas, and your cokes. Hey, take your choice. Have at it. Enjoy it this summer. But stay hydrated. Whatever you do, stay hydrated. Okay. Stay hydrated and drink plenty of water. And another thing, what I do, I don't know if you need to do this, but this is what I do. They have the adult Pedialyte. And many times when I do not want to drink water, somebody say, hi, I'm just going to speak. Malik, hi, how are you today? And you're telling me, do I remember you from February? Hey, you got to give me more than that because a lot of people can come in and tell me, do I remember them? 30, 40, 50 people can come in and ask me, do I remember them from February? Give me something specific. Give me something specific that to make me know you, Malik. Come on, talk to me. You can talk to me. You can tell me. You can tell me so that next time you make that statement and I see your name, I can say, hey, truly, I remember you. Okay. So what is it that I can remember you by? Okay. Okay. So you saying to me that your cousin told some stories. And what stories were they? Come on now. I tell stories too. Can you remember all the stuff that I have said? Come on, talk to me. Hmm. You and your cousin told some stories. You had to quit down, remember. Go ahead on. Go ahead on. You too cold, Malik. Okay, Malik. Is that, you know, Malik is a male, female name. Come on, I'm just asking a question. You two cousins, you two girl cousins, or a girl and a guy cousins. I mean, I'm just trying to get the description together. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, my grandson, he made when I cooked him that red cake, red velvet cake that he wanted. Matter of fact, I bought it for him. I bought it. I said, no, I ain't gonna cook it. Yes, I did. Now look, come on. And we had our conversation back in February, okay? Now I'm gonna tell you another thing. Now come on, I ain't gonna ask you your age, but come on now. I'm 71. You guys want to talk to me now? And I have kids hanging around me. Okay, I want to know: are you over 18? Are you over 18 or over 21? Come on now. Yeah, you two girls, okay? You two kissing cousins, two cousins, your two sweet cousins, okay? But I want to remember you guys now. Come on now. Y'all got to tell me something other than, are y'all 18 to 21? I mean, just give me a ballpark figure, I just want to know because these kids love to hang around me, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking I'm talking to grown folk because I got to be careful on the conversation, I'm talking to young people, young people because they just love me, I love them too. But I just want to know because I am simply 71. You know what I'm saying? And I can speak to various issues where you a kiddie poo or you a young adult or you are ranking with me. So this is what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with that. And another thing. I mean, I appreciate. Y'all tell me. You see, y'all be trying to be sweet on me, tell me I look young. But the thing about this is this here. I have to keep my glasses on because I am actually farsighted. I can see farther than I can see much closer up. And I have to get really, really close to really see close up. And so I thank you for your compliment. And I try to jazz myself up. I try to doll myself up before I get here and just not looking like, hey, I'm tired. How are you going to come and just look plain and simple? I'm not a plain Jane. I like to look, I like to, I like to doll up. I like to jazz up. You see what I'm saying? But I like to come and just talk and deliver a conversation. I mean, I can speak to issues. I can, I know various things. And so, and you young people just gravitate to me. And matter of fact, this is summertime. So I see why you want to be here. I see why. Oh, okay. Now, who's 20? You or your cousin? Come on now. Y'all grown folk. Y'all grown folk. Y'all look like you all probably in college now. Y'all probably in college. You all in college? Y'all in college? Y'all in college? Are you in college? All right. I see your beautiful age. I see age. And another thing, I got a clip on me talking to you young people, young adults. I got to watch calling y'all sugars and babies and darlings and honey because y'all, some of that is not appealing to y'all. But this is what they call men. Yes, baby. They say yeah, that's what they call me. So I usually reciprocate, and it's just some sweet words that people say to me. I say it on back to them. But babe, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time when I said the wrong thing. And I told a nurse, I said, yeah, she had my purse. She said, is it okay if I sit your purse over here? I said, yeah, baby, just go ahead, darling. Just go. Hi, how are you? Hey, Lane, what's up? Hi, come on in, Lane. Lian. Come on in here. Come on in here and sit and we can talk. What you want to talk about? This is summertime. I got a young man, a young lady here, 20 years old. That's cool. That's cool. I can talk to young folks. I got, and don't you start either. Are you all cousins? Come on now. Are you all cousins or you stand alone? Don't. See, wait a minute. See, that's my cousin. See, I know you when I see you now. Now I know you when I see. I had to get on out here, and I had to, and what are you guys doing for? Beg your pardon. What are you young ladies doing for the summer? Huh? Somebody says, who said that? Somebody said they had met me in Disneyland. Disneyland. I've never been to Disneyland. Where Disneyland is where? It's in what? Florida or is it California? Which one is it? I don't even know because I have not been. But I hope to go one day. see, see, I already knew. I already knew it. But that's all right. I love children. I love them because my granddaughter, I tell you, when she was 9 years old, I just babied her up. So, and somebody, and I could be talking, and you all just come on in and start talking to me. But then I got a part of my audience who are just listening to me to hear my voice and what I'm orchestrating and what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? And that gives them the strength to go out there and perform their duties because simply because I'm handling it up on my platform. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I came here. I wanted to jazz up. I wanted to doll up. I want to look sweet. I want to look like, yeah, I want to look like somebody. Yeah. Got my hair all curled. Oh, I'm going to come out here looking cute. So, anyway, I'm so glad you all came today. You young people came. I'm happy that you're here and everything. But I think I got also a wider range of people that comes, and I do believe they listen at me too, because they can take back and get the strength and draw from me what they want to talk about, because this stage here is sort of frightening. It's frightening. It's frightening. You can be afraid to come out here and speak because you're trying to orchestrate what you're talking about. A lot of people, and it's a beautiful thing. You come out here and you speak the word of God. You talk the word biblically, a biblical word. Okay, what is that? Sly what? Who is that? So I'm gonna move right along as I was saying that a lot of people come out to view my channel to find out what's up. What are you really talking about? I mean, so they can go back and they can orchestrate their conversation, about how or what is actually being said and what to talk about. And so, okay, so okay, all right, it's cool. All right, all right, it's all gravy. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're telling me? All right now. All right, y'all. Y'all got to stay sweet now. Y'all got to talk to me sweet. Y'all can't be just telling me some stuff that I don't know nothing about. Okay. But anyway, I like engaging my audience, whether they be young adults or whether they be younger people. who want to come and sit around because I'm always laughing and I'm always talking, and I come out here to really get the feel of what's going on out there in the world, and what's, just, and I already got a sense of what's going on. People with the, and I'm not talking to you young people. Y'all not driving nobody's cars. Y'all not driving anybody's cars, but there's those who are. The gas prices are high out there, and they have their cars that they have to fill up, and everybody want to know, when will this thing end? This is an endless thing. Look at that. See, you know what? I really appreciate you, young folks. I love you because y'all know how to butter me up. Y'all know how to butter my bread. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. And so I came out here, and they want me out here. They want me out here. So I have to come on out here, and I got to do me. And I got to be real with me. You know what I mean? Like one guy said, and I'm not talking to you younger people. I'm talking to the much older, mature people. Come on now. I talk to various groups, I intertwine the conversation. Somebody told me to come on out here. Fake it till you make it. Oh, what's going on? What somebody is okay. Is so what is going on? Okay, so y'all are saying why? Okay, I don't know what's the question, but my moderator. Okay, my moderator. Okay, so my moderator is going to have to come on in, and she's going to have to control the crowd. Okay, because I don't know which way you all want to go with yours conversation. Okay, and so uh, you know what? Yeah, I told y'all how sweet y'all try to be on me. Okay, I know you young people, but I have another range of audience who is 21 and older that we can speak to also. Um, okay, I said hello. But another thing, there are people, there are those who are wondering, will this situation of society, when will it ever end? Prices are high. All right. I'll talk to you young people later. So you all ta-ta. Y'all take care. Love you much, okay? Y'all be sweet. Have a wonderful summer. Enjoy the rest of your summer, okay? You guys be good. So now these prices here, it makes you wonder, with all the hustle and bustle of all that which we have to endure with the gas prices, paying the bills, getting all these things in order and straight, it makes us wonder, when will it end? When okay, love you much. Bye bye. So when will this thing end? You see what I'm saying? And so you got to hold tight. You have to pray, and you have to, because now I'm feeling some type of way when these massive of people who didn't get the ordeal for, like, they speak on large numbers of figures for these homes out here. You see what I'm saying? And so it makes me wonder, like, do you know, with that rank of that house, how huge that particular house would be? I mean, I don't need nothing huge, humongous like that they speak about. How much that particular order of house range, how much it would be. I don't need that kind of house. That's not even in my range. So I don't even need to talk about that. They're talking about stuff that's out of my range that it ain't gonna even serve me no purpose. I don't need a wing which is part of a house that I'm living on one side, and nobody living on the other side. That's how massive and how big a house would be for me. I don't need that. I just need something simple and compact, something I can live and keep in order and keep check. Let me tell you something. Something that huge and massive. I ain't gonna be checking no windows. I ain't got time every night to go check no windows. Every night you got to go check your windows. See if anybody broke into them. Somebody can be living on one side of your house and you living on the other side. Ain't nobody doing that. They gonna have to talk. They're gonna talk some better figures than I'm hearing. What I'm hearing. I don't need nothing. And it's really, it's after a while, it's just gonna be me. My grandson here, he's 18. My granddaughter, she's 16. They're here. But one day they're gonna be doing their own thing. And I don't need that huge, big old, and I would say a mansion. I don't need that 450,000 mansion. I just need a single family dwelling. That's what I'm seeking. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking to a larger range of audience that is coming forth and coming through. Come on in, y'all. Come on and have a seat. And I'm glad that you came. And so I'm talking about what's going on in this world today and what they're talking about in the housing market. You know what I mean? What's going on in the housing market? I don't need no 450,000. I'm just saying, straight up, I don't need that. I need something that's compact, something cozy, something comfortable. I don't need to live on one wing and somebody living on the other wing of my house and I don't even know it. Straight up. I ain't, that's out the question. Come on now. And what I'm finding out is like they're not really wanting to talk to you if that's not what you're doing. What? Look, what happened to those days? Come on, man. It's still 250K out there, 125K. They still got some out there, but they don't want to talk about them. They don't want to talk about them. I don't know why. Why they don't want to talk about them? Nobody wants. I don't want nothing that. I don't need nothing that grand. I don't need something to float my boat. I'm a single individual, and I need a single family dwelling or a home. I don't need nothing massive. Come on. You know what? I'm not, like I say, I'm everyday people. I'm not one of these. I'm not any of that. I'm not the star. I'm not the superstar. I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm everyday people. And this, and if you're not, they don't want to talk to you. What? You don't want to talk to me? Come on now. It's everyday people doing everyday things that, that scale of range that they're doing is for, hey, it looked to me like for your superstars. I'm just everyday people, need a dwelling place, need a homestead, not nothing, that's it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So really, it's like, what are we gonna do? But I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. Talk about it until it get better. It got to get better. It has got to get better. Because guess what? We're all in this thing together, and we're gonna have to figure it out. And they're gonna have, and it's like they're gonna have to treat us better than what they're doing. They're gonna have to treat us better. You know what? I don't want to say it like this, but I'm gonna say it like this. They know better. Even I know better. Come on now. Some things I ain't doing. I just want me a single family dwelling, something that's cool, something that's going, and I ain't too cool with apartments. I'm not digging apartments. Give me a residential neighborhood with a homestead. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. That's right. I said I'm cool with that. And that's what a lot of people want to be cool with. A place of their own that they can call home. And on the real side, this what I'm in don't even match up. It doesn't feel like home. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't feel like home. And I want to be home. I want a homestead. I want to be homey in a homey place. Something warm, something warm. it's so similar to a cottage, something small and cozy. You see what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Yeah. And so someone knows what I'm talking about. And someone feels the same way too. We don't know how long this thing gonna be, or just how long it's gonna take. But people are in hopes. People got dreams. People dream of having their own homestead. I'll put it like that. People is dreaming of having. Look, if that's what you want, something gigantic and massive and epic and something over the top, well, that's cool. That's your thing. That's your style. That's you. But I'm here to say that's not me. I want to keep it simple. I don't want to have to every evening. I got to go check all my windows. See, and do I have somebody living on the other part of my wing? Inside my building. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. That's not what I want. I want something nice and cozy, something comfortable. And really, you know what? I have been thinking about a little tiny home, a little tiny house. I don't even know. I have to have a homestead, and then I have to look into the. I don't even know about that, but I'm gonna come out all right. I'm gonna be all right. But I'm thinking about it because it's just me, and I'm a slim girl. I'm not, I ain't all hippie and all that. I'm slim. I'm slim, and I think I can get through a tiny house, the hallway. I think I can walk through straight, and if I want, I probably could even run through there. You know what I'm saying? But I came here today just to talk and just relieve some stress that I've been. I was having stress coming here because I'm trying to find some earrings. These ones that I found here, these not the ones I wanted to match my necklace because it would stand out more. But black is cool. Your jewelry, black jewelry, it's still cool. And so I said that I'm gonna go ahead and come and I'm gonna sit and talk. And so like I say, that's what it is on this nice, beautiful day. Because for about 2 days, 2.5 days, we have been getting a lot of rain. A lot of rain. The earth need to get cool. Cool it down, tone it down, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing to have some rain, and I welcome rain. And believe it or not, I went sat on out on the patio and I taken in because I don't know. I had been in here for a minute and a moment, and it was getting like I was really cold. I said, "Oh, this place is cold," and I went outside and I sat until I got warm. And when I began to get hot, I just made my way back in. I said, "Well, let me get on back in here. It's kind of warm and it's kind of hot out here now." But it's beautiful today. I love it. I love it. The weather is beautiful. And so I'm going to get in here. I'm going to do some drawing. I want to draw something. And, uh, and so ain't no more willy nilly. I have to get on out here and make it happen. And hey, and do this. I can do it. It's durable. It's durable. I can come on out here with the conversation, find out what's going on. These young people, they want to come in, they want to talk to me. And so, and then they want to chunk something out there. Oh, I'm gonna have to get me a moderator because these young people, I want to talk to these adults. I want to grasp on to what they are going through because so many people is without jobs. Come on now. And so, uh, you know, uh, um, at the same time, uh, go to your workforce and fill out your unemployment. And you got to do these things once you get without your job. You got to go there and you got to fill out that paperwork and get that done. And they got to know who you are. And you got to identify yourself that you're out of a job. And so it's do you. I haven't heard where that doesn't exist no more. During the time that I was coming through, when you get without a job, you go to your workforce and you fill out that paperwork to say, I put in, and now hey, I need that part which is due me to make some things happen for myself. And someone was saying, what do what do you do when you ain't got no money? You don't have you don't have a job. What do you do? Well, your first thing to do, you have to stop by your workforce and check in with them. There's always places you check in with when you get without your job, and they're gonna give you the rules of the game, rules of how it operates. And so you get in there, and so they tell you what they, and then it's like you have to get on the roll to let them know you're in progress of looking still for a job. You get without one job, go to your workforce and get signed up to get back on in there to do it, to get another job. You're young, you got to do it for yourself, you got to do it for family, you have to do it. So you get yourself back in there, and it's difficult. It's nothing easy. And so when you get in there, hey, even that is taking several weeks to get things rolling, to get that thing rolling. You see what I'm saying? To get all of that rolling, you got to get on in there, and you got to let them know that you're looking for a job. You're looking. You got without it, let you go. People are talking about the robots is taking over, and they striking, and they ain't taking it because the robots is, hey, taking the jobs. And hey, what do? So the thing that I did when I had my little gig, I went on and try to get me a LLC. What's up? Yeah, make sure I had a little something working on the side. Trying to discover my little old skill set and talent that I had going on. I wanted to make sure I was doing something other than not. You can have one gig, you can get another gig. You got that kind of skill set. But you got to get some rest. You just can't stay up 7 days a week. You got to get some rest. You do your job, you do your gig, and you got to do some rest. Get yourself some rest. So that's the way it is. And so I even thought about it myself. I said, you know what? What if I get back in the market? Well, it's pretty tough. At the same time, they would take, if you're not careful, they would take one person and have them do several jobs. Come on now, you can't do nobody like that now. You can't work nobody like that. You know, one person doing three people job and you just getting one salary. That ain't gonna float. That ain't gonna. You can't float nobody's boat like that. That ain't gonna even happen. Cause we had. Let me tell you something. You had. Hey, you had chairs. You had several chairs in there, and each chair works. Hey, that was then, this is now, but then 25K, hey, that's what it was. So, hey, you already know what the deal is. You just can't. People have to have time for themselves. We know that working, the word of God, a man doesn't eat if he don't work. But you can't kill a man in the process of working. Come on now. Can't kill a man in the process of working. He working, and you got him to do three jobs. Come on now, that ain't fair. Fair is fair, and that don't sound fair. Okay, so now, help where I need it. I do this and I do that, but hey, come on, I can't extend myself over the top. You know what the dealio is. You know what it is. It's a no go, Jack. No go, Joe. There, you can't do that. You just can't do that. But I will work for what I have to do. Yeah. So like I say, when I was out there, I was on the gig every day. I was there every day on time. I pride myself on that, and that's what I did. You have to find they speaking on a niche. Hey, your job, your job is one part of that, and you work your job because it's fair. It was all good, and love. What it's good. What's fair? You have to do what you have to do. So today I came because I want to sit and talk. You see what I'm saying? And so just give you all a mindset of what to talk about. Some of that foolishness you can let go. Okay. Some of it, got to keep it real. Keep it real. Just keep it real. And once you get to know your girl here, you're known for real. You can't pass me with some of that foolishness because it's just some of it just don't work. But that which do work, I work it. This platform here is here for me, and I'm gonna do my job, and I'm out here to do it, and try to do it well. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna get ready to go. I came out here, said I'm gonna just stay an hour, and I'm gonna talk, and so that's what I'm gonna do. And then because I was feeling some type of way, the way I was feeling, I said, you know what? I don't even know if I don't even know if I want to say some of the things that would come across my mind to say. I don't even know if I want to say it. But I feel like I said, every time I come out here, y'all make me feel better. You make me feel better. And so I hope that your day is going well. Whatever you need, like I reminded them, you fill out some applications already. Go back, check on your applications. The ones who have said no to you, you can go back again because they move these people around. These people don't stay in those positions forever. And another thing, these jobs are not forever either because companies, the ones who are stabilized, you're finding out this company want to merge with that company, to make it stronger, and they saying no, no, for some reason they're not going to let them merge together. But people are seeing where they can, like we do collaborate here, out there. They merge together to make it stronger. You know what I mean? And so they're saying no to them. You can't. They don't want them to merge together. They got their own reasons why they doing what they doing. I'm here trying to handle up on what I'm trying to do. Okay. So just check out what's happening in the world. What's going on. And so those the people that are saying that, hey, we're gonna stand for something, or we're gonna fall for anything, and we're not gonna fall for anything, and we're gonna stand for something, and we're saying no to this and no to that, and we're gonna stand. We're gonna take positions, and we're gonna stand for what we believe in, and we have to do that. We have to stand for what we believe in. Mhm. Because if we do not stand for what we believe in, we'll simply fall for anything. And I don't think that's it. That is not in us to do that. We're going to stand for something. We're going to stand for meaningful things. We're going to stand and say, uh-uh, you know, we made this thing, and we brought y'all this far, and now y'all trying to do something totally different. Okay? hmm And you got to stand for something. Stand for something, or you a fall for anything, and that's not us. You're not talking about us when you say that. You're talking about somebody else. I don't know who they are, because we're not gonna fall. We're just not gonna stand for anything. Okay. So this is what's happening. This is what we know to do, and this is what we set out to do. And in the process of doing all that, it's difficult times. It's difficult times. You have to you know, and they don't want to they don't want to 'cause, they trying to save. Yeah, they trying to save. They trying to save. They trying to hold on to their profits. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? They trying to hold on to their profits. You know what I'm saying? And try to that is trying to eliminate your happiness and going on. So you got to stand. You got to stand. Take a standing position. And say, hey, not now, and now ain't the time. And sometimes it's a scare. They may not do what they talking about for the next 10, 20 years, but it's a scare, scary, because, hey, it's all going to fold one day. So it don't have to be today, but we going to stand tall today. We gonna say no to what's going down. We just ain't going to take it. We just ain't going to take it anymore, okay? And so this is what we have to do: take a stand, take a position that we're not accepting of that, and you all know better. You all know better than that. Somebody needs to say it. They don't want to say it like that, but somebody, y'all know better than that. Y'all know better than that. And so this is what's happening. And so you have to stand. Even when I was going 20 plus, I mean, there was certain things going on that you have to pray over these things, and you have to pray for those in higher positions and authority. You have to help them out. You know what I'm saying? That they'll make sound decisions. In the company, they'll make sound decisions. Let them know we're praying for y'all. Y'all trying to step on them like we're a grasshopper, but that ain't gonna happen. Come on now, we gonna pray for y'all because y'all need to make some better decisions, some wise decisions. You know what I'm saying? And because the people, that's what the company is there for the people to prosper and to grow and to you know to elevate and come on up. Come on now, we can do it. We can do it. And so with that in mind, I'm gonna get ready to go. It's been real. I don't really feel that I really said all what I wanted to say. That which were exactly on my mind and heart. But I think it's going to come out eventually what I really want to say. Sometimes you can't say all what you want to say in one walk, in 1 hour, in 2 hours. Sometimes you just got to let it marinate and it'll come on up. And it'll come up so natural and so normal that when you say something, you say, well, okay, that's what it was. And so I'm going to go now. And so I came out to just speak, have a chat, see what's out here and how people are feeling. And so I said to you all who's going through these things, and hang on in there. I'm praying for you that you stay strong in what you're going through. Continue to seek God's wisdom on your situation, your circumstances. Don't give up. It get hard. Sometimes you have to drop those tears. I have dropped a many of tears. I have cried a many of days by myself. But that's not it only. Sometimes you have to relieve the pressure. Sometimes, me myself, one while I was so tough, the tears just dropped and I just fall out my eyes and I didn't even know I was crying. That's how tough I was because I refused. And when you refuse to just release it and let it go simply, just naturally normal, then it becomes very even harder on you. And so, that's just the way life is sometimes. But I just release it and let it go. And it feels good and it feels better for you. So I'm glad that you came. I thank you for coming. I am Brenda. I'm going to let you go. And God bless you. You have the rest of your day. You enjoy and you take care until we meet and see each other again. I say, have a wonderful afternoon. Take care.